I'm Joab Magara.
And you're watching How Did You Get There? So today we have got an amazing woman who's joined us on the show today. Her name is Ife Love. If some of you don't know her already, she is a coach and she coaches mums to get into business. But I won't even speak too much on what she does because I wanted to explain for herself exactly what she does and the importance of what she does for mums out there. And even a mum, you know, if you're in business, she helps you too. So yeah, hi.
Hi, well,
Welcome.
Thank you. That was quite an introduction. You know, I'm feeling all nice.
Yes.
Thank you.
Welcome. So
thank you for
tell the
having me.
people who you are and what you do.
So my name is Ife and I am a mumpreneur coach. And so what I do is that I coach mums to take action and start their business whilst achieving a healthy life balance. So the whole idea behind the brand is creating flexibility whilst you are a mother. So it's the idea of coming out of the constricted 9-to-5 life and creating freedom, but able to do so in a financially free way and in an independent way as well, whereby you can look after your children as well as create something that is meaningful to you as well. So that's it in a nutshell.
When did you get started with this?
So I had the idea around 2017 and that's when I was pregnant with my son, and I remember being on maternity leave and feeling quite anxious, frustrated, and I felt like, oh my God, I really don't want to go back to work, but at the same time I felt like, am I putting my career on hold? Like, what am I really doing? And I felt like if I go back to work, because my background was human resources and it wasn't really a 9-to-5, it was like a 7-to-7, and just the memories of going on that long Piccadilly line, I had a lot of anxiety with the prospects of returning back to work and not really having time with my son. So that spurred on the idea of me starting the coaching business, and I have a background in psychology as well. So that's how everything linked together. So I had my son, and when he was about 5 months old, I said, you know what, I'm going to throw the towel in. I'm not going to go back to work. And I'm not only am I going to be a damn good mother, I'm going to be a badass mumpreneur.
I love
that.
I
thought, you know what, I need to do my thing basically. So that's it in a nutshell.
That's amazing. You know, I like the way you confidently say that. You know, I'm gonna be a badass mumpreneur.
It's a process. You know, I wasn't always like that in a sense, but it was my mindset because I felt like if I don't believe in myself, who else is gonna really? Why should anybody else believe in me? If I don't believe in myself, because at the end of the day, I'm my number one player. I have to get out of my own way, and I realized that we talk ourselves out of a lot of things in life. So I just put the negative self-talk behind me. So
I have a question for you, and that's the coaching side of things. One thing I've realized that coaches have become popular over time. They never used to be popular, and people used to think I have to be like a business person or have multiple business to have a coach. But now people are getting coaches from early on from this stage. How important is it to have a coach? You know, like with helping you with your business or even in life?
Well, I feel like it's very important to have somebody that you can sort of ask for direction and guidance. And it's sort of, don't get me wrong, you know, you have to definitely work hard, but it saves you from a lot of mistakes because why not ask somebody to guide you who's done it before, who can lead you in the right direction. And it's also the essence of being accountable to somebody and somebody saying, okay, have you done this, have you done that? But we have to be mindful not to baby somebody, because at the end of the day, it's your personal motivation from within, and you have to exercise your own personal autonomy and say, do you know what, I am ready to have a coach, and I am ready to be committed to my objectives and my action points.
So you said something about someone who can help you, someone who's been there before to help you guide you. That's very important, because sometimes we want success, right? And we don't want to go through the struggle. We don't want to feel that, oh my God, wake up and do this. No, I just want the success. I want what the end result. But you're saying we're going to take you through the process of becoming, and which is very important. So a coach, you're saying, guides people. Is that what you're saying?
It's more of a guide and making you unlock your potential. So it's not about telling you what to do. It's realizing that the power is already within you, and it's about unlocking it and breaking your own barriers and exceeding your own expectations. And sometimes you just need, you know, just a little nudge and a cheerleader guiding us to that direction. And not everybody has that. You know, some people have it through their friends, and they're quite blessed to have friends with the same mindset. But sometimes you need to step out of your own comfort zone and go to somebody external who is objective and is able to see your situation.
So I wanted to ask about you know, as you're coaching people, I found that when people teach, they tend to learn at the same time.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, is there something about yourself that you've learned while teaching other people that is not necessarily, I don't know, common knowledge or something you were surprised about?
Do you know what? I like the fact that you asked that question. Do you know what? The whole coaching is not. It's not for me. It's not for me in the sense that it's for other people. It's me stepping into my purpose and my calling. And I wouldn't say it happened overnight. It was a process where I realized that even before I started coaching, I studied psychology. And I have a background in human resources. And I'm always being the person where people come to for advice. And I realized, okay, what's going on here? I mean, am I ignoring something that's just comes natural to me? And I've learned a lot in the sense of meeting different people, learning a lot about myself as well, as in, you know, sometimes you meet different people and you don't come from the same world. And just learning how to communicate and developing those interpersonal skills. And even as well, when I decided to be a coach, I got into public speaking. But even that happened, I wouldn't say nothing's a coincidence, but I would say, I guess it was something that I'm supposed to do as well, because the opportunities came to me. The moment I put myself out there, the opportunity happened. Yes, yes. Everything happened when I put myself out there. And even speaking in public, you know, this time last year, I could not imagine
doing this,
speaking in public. You know, I mean, I can speak, I can chat, you know, I like to talk, you know. Sometimes I can go on and not stop. But, you know, to stand in front of a stage
and speak
and really become naked in the sense that you're so vulnerable and you put yourself out there, and it's like another level of vulnerability that gets you out of your comfort zone. And I think that's where the learning comes for me, because I've broken this barrier, coming to the next level. So what next? You know,
you can only go higher.
You can only go higher.
You can only go higher. I mean, you're doing it. You're a mom. You're teaching other moms how to do what you're doing, which is inspiring, because you have to have this community. But sometimes the struggle is there. We had Jane, who was on the previous episode. We spoke about being a mom and being in business, and she expressed it is hard. But having someone like you who can say, you know what, I've got your back. I've done this. I'm a mom. I'm doing this. I can push you. Come on, wake up. Let's go. Look, we're not doing those excuses. It's important, because you need your cheerleaders, and we're grateful that you're doing that for the moms.
Thank you.
So, like, what are your best 3 coaching tips that you give, not just to moms? I mean, it's everybody, even myself, even him. You know. What are your best coaching tips that you give to someone who's starting out as a business?
I'm just gonna break this down because I've got a lot here.
Just 3, darling.
I would say understand your purpose. Understand your why, because sometimes you might be asked to do things or be put in a situation, and if you're not in line with your purpose and your why, you end up coasting.
That's true.
You end up coasting
and saying yes to everything that you shouldn't say yes to,
and just like you just end up coasting, and before you know it, you're in a situation where you didn't think that you'll be in the situation. You know, that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is understand that you're human. Do not put too much pressure on yourself. You know, don't let the Instagram squares fool you. At the end of the day, it's a perception. You know, you guys watch the Fire Festival, isn't it? It's a perception. It's what you put out there. You know, and don't let the hype of social media deter you from, you know, what your calling is, what you're really supposed to do. And the third one is write your goals down and have a vision board, you know, visualize it, you know, feel it, think it, believe it, and know that it's possible. And obviously just be your number 1 player and write your goals down, write it out, speak life to it, put it out there in the universe. So
that's amazing. You heard it. It says believe it, think it.
I don't know what I said,
everything,
but I said
it. So you heard it here. This is amazing information. She just dropped some gems for you guys. I hope you were learning and I hope you were listening and taking notes, because this is some things that we need to be talking about. Coaches are great for you, and I believe in having a coach and someone who you can be accountable to, because it's like Joab waking up and say, I want to do something. And then you wake up saying, no, I'm not doing it anymore. But if you have someone who can call you, did you do that thing? What happened? What are the results? You can't flake.
What are your challenges? And let's find a solution
exactly.
to these challenges.
Exactly. Yeah. So you have no room to keep using your excuses and
definitely.
procrastinating.
I definitely think that if I had a coach, I could have at least been like 6'1".
You're reaching.
Well, it's been amazing
Thank you
having you on
for
the
having
show.
me.
Honestly, thank you so much for just being so authentic and so real. And we need people like that. We can just, I'm not ashamed to speak about my story, my truth. This is what it is, and you did exactly that. So that was incredible. But don't worry, guys, this is not the last time you'll be seeing us. You will be back. Okay, this is your girl Percy.
Joab.
Thank you for joining. Hi, this is your girl Percy.
And I'm Joab.
You're watching How Did You Get There? So, today we are joined by the lovely, the one and only SHAY.
Hey guys.
Hey honey.
Hey.
Yes, girl, you're just it right now. You're just doing your thing.
Yes.
So SHAY, please introduce yourself to the people, tell them what you do, and then we can go into conversation.
So, my name is SHAY Rose. I'm a performing artist, singer, songwriter, and dance. I used to dance, but you know, in the past. But yeah, that's me, and I present sometimes as well. So yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, just going for it really.
So we've got different people on the show. We've got some coaches, we've had some entrepreneurs. Now we've gone to music. We've got an artist, songwriter, performer, and a presenter. You're doing it all. So girl, talk to us. We want to know about this industry now, you know. Because we're not in this industry, so we're going to ask some questions about, you know, about the industry. Getting into the industry. I know so many people are trying to be an artist or get a recording deal, and there's so many people trying, and you're currently doing that. So
technically you're wrong, because I've actually made a song on GarageBand.
Wow.
And,
Gotta do what you gotta do.
It's
quite accessible, basically.
it's like sister, you know.
Yeah, it's #1 on my chart.
How much are you making from it? Okay, continue.
That is.
That was no shade, guys. It's just us talking. Having a conversation, right?
I'm done. That's so funny.
So, tell us about your process about being an artist. Like, what's that like?
Listen, it's crazy. Some days are amazing. Some days are stressful. Some days are fun. Some days I just want to quit. So it's very up and down. But the most important thing that I'm doing right now is just enjoying the journey.
Wow.
I just appreciating the things, like you learn so much. You meet amazing people. Some people aren't, but you have to be positive. You just have to be positive and enjoy it. So yeah, like at the moment I've just released my new single.
Oh my god, Kodak.
Kodak, yeah.
Yes.
So
what's that all about?
It's well, you know, it can be different meanings, but what it is really is I was just talking about an ex, and then how he wanted me back, and so you know they said they always come back, and then so the first verse
I'm listening.
they always come back, you know how they do, girl. So yeah, in the first verse I'm saying, oh really, like get me back. And then the second verse, I'm just like kind of just playing on it, just like use it to my advantage. Like, you know, sometimes just because a guy wants you back, don't mean you have to say yes, girls.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh, really?
Say yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so you miss me? Is it? So it's just a feel good kind of vibe. I want people to feel good. I want girls to feel confident, feel sexy. Do you know what I mean? And just capture this moment. Obviously, right now we're living in a Instagram society, and everyone wants to capture the moment. But sometimes your best like experiences, there's no documentation, you know?
Yeah, that's
so
true.
sometimes you don't need no Kodak. Hence why I say capture the moment, you don't need no Kodak.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is just a feel good.
That's
song.
amazing.
It's what you want it to be.
So you say this was about an ex. So is this real like true stories, or you know?
Possibly.
Possibly. We'll leave it on that one, just on the possibly.
Possibly, yeah.
Oh,
But
cool.
yeah, no. But yeah,
I have a question for you, because I'm a bit interested in your life. You know, I'm just a bit inner like that, you know.
Fine, girl.
You're a church girl.
Yeah, grew up in the
You're a
church.
church girl, yeah, just like me.
Yeah, I know, right?
Singing in the choir, yeah.
Uni and that, we all went to church.
that's all
Yeah,
around.
I'm a
yeah.
church boy. I'm a church boy.
Church boy. You was about to say the other
Yeah,
one.
I was about to say-
Church man. I'm church man. You know.
He's a church man, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, of course you sing the praise and worship and everything.
Yeah, choir.
And then you also do like the Afrobeat, R&B songs. How does that work?
Do you know what's so funny? Every church I've been to have been very performing arts based.
Yeah.
It's so weird. The first church I went to, they done. The reason why I found that church is because they started off doing performing arts during the week. So where they like had workshops, dance workshops, and then I realized it was a church, and then I started coming on Sundays.
Yeah.
So I feel like, and then this church I go to now, I'm in the choir. I also used to go to Hillsong as well. So it's so weird how like my love for music kind of like it kind of comes out in my worship as well, because obviously praising God and all that, that's one of my favorite things to do. I'm like, I love singing and I love worshiping God, so it kind of comes together. However, it is that, you know, that worldly division, that of God, but you know what, like when something's like heavily on your heart and you're passionate about it, I mean, you just have to go for it. And I feel like, what's the point of, I want to shine in a dark place. What's the point of like just singing in church? Everybody's in the light. Like, I want my music to touch people who don't know about God, do you know what I mean? And that's how I feel like I'm going to shine in a dark place, because we know that music is, it's not the best place. And it's not easy, but I think the hard work will pay off.
Yeah.
And I'm different as well. And I think like what I have is different as well. It's not the same. So I feel like that's my kind of take on it. And also there's so many singers in my church, there's so many actors. And my pastor always says like, I know God has done this on purpose. Like he's how can there be so many talented people and we're all like passionate together, and everyone is amazing. Like so it's encouraging actually. It's put me in the right direction. Like when I have rehearsals, like listen, I've learned so many new harmonies. When we practice on Wednesdays, like I had like rehearsals yesterday as well. Like so there's amazing singers in my church, so it's just it's great for me. It's encouraging,
So
and I'm learning.
What's the most challenging thing you found as an artist and as a female in the music industry?
Yes.
There's not a representation of black females in London right now, so that's a challenge, but it's also an open door. Like, so there's something missing there. That means that it needs to be filled up, because people love music, everybody loves music, so why is there no one like me that's doing music? The last person that I remember doing music in the UK was Jamelia, Estelle. Do you know what I mean? There's no one black right now, so I feel like now that music is like possible and it's opening doors and it's just taking over, like black people are in the charts, so like our sound is in the charts, Afro swing is in the charts, like rap, do you know what I mean? UK sound is in the charts, so now is the time to, you know, get out there, and there's so many new up and coming female artists as well, and black females, so that is the struggle, but we're turning it into
a positive.
do you know what I mean? So I think, and then also as a female in the industry, it's just hard to be respected. So it's like
I was gonna touch on that as well,
because it's a male-dominated industry. Sorry, so
it really feels like
Yeah.
to be seen as a female, you kind of have to be half naked.
Yeah, you almost have to kind of show
Do
that
you
you're
feel that
fierce
pressure?
and you're absolutely, because it's like raw. Like I need to somehow be a sex symbol, but also I need you to respect me, and also, do you know what I mean? I need to. It's just so. It's so like it's a lot of things to do, and the whole image thing is the most like image overtakes talent by far. So and people we're just in a sexual society, like sex sells, and it's just been selling.
It's true.
So it's like that's all the women that are succeeding right now. They're very sexy. Rihanna is sexy. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's hard, and and I'm not a very. If you follow me on my music, I'm not that person. However, I've learned to just be myself and do whatever makes me feel comfortable. Sometimes you have to step out your comfort zone, because being comfortable is not a challenge. Do you know what I mean? You're there. However, like whatever I feel is good for me, and also I'm trying to not be a role model. I'm not trying to like, you know, take the the flag off. But I know that young girls are listening to my music, and I was a young girl once, and I need to motivate and empower women. So Shayla Rose is kind of more, I'm fun, I'm classy, I'm sassy, And do you know what I mean? So I'm still sexy, but I'm doing it in my own way.
Yeah.
I don't need to do certain things, or I don't feel like I need to. And that's what I'm going to stick to. So
that's very good that you say that, you know, because I feel like people need to hear that from someone who's in the industry, saying that you don't have to take your clothes off to get
you don't.
recognized.
Yeah.
See.
Look at Adele.
You know,
She had all her clothes on, and she's one of the biggest artists in the world right now. All of her clothes on, and she wasn't even a skinny mini as well. So you can look however you want. It's basically it's the music. Like it's such a hard industry. There's no like wrong or right, because everyone's journey is different, and that's what you need to remember. Everyone's journey is different. Timing is different. Do you know what I mean? But if you have what it takes, and if you work hard, and if you really want it, like listen, because music is so accessible and anyone can make it these days. Everyone's doing it, and it's like, what are you doing it for? Are you doing it because you're passionate about it? What is your mission behind it? What do you want to do? What's your purpose?
That's
like,
it.
So it's like, why are you doing it? And that will sieve the people out. Trust me.
Does it frustrate you as a as a musician when you see someone who's sort of dominating in a way, like in terms of numbers, and views and whatnot?
There's so many
they
people.
haven't necessarily done the due diligence musically.
That's happening every day. Hello. That's happening with comedians. Look at Michael Dapper.
Yes.
He was not a musician. He was but I can't. How can I sit here and be like, oh, I can't sit here and be bitter and hate on him. He's still an inspiration to me. He is still someone that has pursued what he wanted to do. He has worked hard, and he deserves everything he gets. You know what I mean? And he's funny. But he's also an actor as well. It's just that
way back as well.
exactly. This is not the first time. He didn't just become Big Shaq one day. Exactly. There's stuff behind it, and I feel like in the music as well, there's different ways in which you can get it. So you just got to be smart, really. You got to be smart. You got to use the tools around you.
Yes.
And this industry is very who you know. As much as people say, make a good track, it's who you know.
Yeah.
If my dad's Diddy, do you think I'm gonna be here struggling? If my dad's Diddy
No.
or my uncle's Jay-Z, I'm gonna have my. Do you know what I mean?
The doors are open for you already.
So wherever some people just have to work on building more relationships, or just have to work a bit harder, and that's just what it is, you know. It's,
you just have to put in the work.
and every day there's a younger girl, there's a prettier girl, there's a girl that can sing better than you, but that shouldn't stop you.
Exactly.
It's your passion, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like look at Rihanna. Rihanna got booed at the Moboys. No one remember that. Years and years ago. People did not like Rihanna at the start. Look at her now. People love Rihanna. Like she's gone from the most overlooked person, underlooked person, to one of the most famous people in the entire world.
I know.
Fenty Beauty.
Yeah.
Rihanna can put on a cloth, or she can wash the dishes with a soap, and we're gonna buy it because Rihanna's doing it. Do you know what I mean? So it's about working hard, believing in your craft, and never giving up.
That's amazing. So people right now are trying to get into the industry, and girl, you told about is who you know. Sometimes you have to know the right people, right? So where did you find these right people? How did you get to know them?
Listen, Instagram is a great tool.
Yeah.
It's what you make it. Everyone says Instagram is like, you know, it's the worst thing ever. It is the worst thing ever, but if you use it well to promote yourself and to build up links, then that's how it is. Everyone is online. It is about where you go as well. You have to be out there. Like you literally have to be out there. It's a very facial kind of people's industry as well. So you got to get out there, work on your craft. Like a lot of people are just trying to just make whatever's popping right now, but there's always a season. Do you know what I mean? And even music is a season. There's a season. So when that season dies and that sound dies, and you've just been doing that sound, what happens now? You have to perfect yourself as an artist. So practice singing. YouTube is your best friend. YouTube is your best friend. You can learn everything.
It's a university on its own. I'm telling you.
Listen, the other day I was in the studio and we couldn't hear the sound.
Yeah.
We just knew it was one button, you know. We sat there for hours and hours trying to figure it out. Then my friend just said, let's go on YouTube.
Yeah. And
we found it within 3 minutes.
Wow.
Can you imagine? I had to press 2 buttons to get the sound. So YouTube is your best friend.
Yeah.
Google, get out there. Let people see you're passionate. You know what I mean? When people see your drive, they'll be like, oh my gosh, like, this girl, this boy's on it.
Yeah.
Practice your craft, meet people, support other people. Like that's a really big thing. Obviously, you don't have to if you don't like it, but when you support other people and you watch other people as well, you get inspired and things like that. So just go for it if you really want it. Studio is there. There's everyone is around. Literally,
that's true.
You can't just sit there and be like, I want to be a singer.
And that's it.
It's not gonna work.
That's not gonna work.
It ain't gonna work, honey. Unless your daddy is Diddy.
So. I was on your YouTube and I was watching some of your videos. Yeah. And I thought, let me just browse through some of the comments and see what people were saying about music.
I haven't done.
And then I was just like, why are some people so negative?
Do you know what?
How do you deal with that?
Do you know what? My last video, Good Luck Charm, I haven't seen the comments. Like my team would not let me.
Yeah.
And because I remember from a video before, I saw the comments and you have to be like resilient. Like you literally just have to. Beyonce gets haters, isn't it? Beyonce's one of the best to do it. So if Beyonce can get haters, you don't have a chance. Like you have to prepare yourself to not believe these internet trollers. So I think I like criticism, positive criticism. So that's why I'd like to look at my comments. Yeah. But my team are just like, don't look at your comments. However, one day I put up a video on my Instagram and I was singing. And then some random girl was like, that's a no for me. I just thought, so you came on my page to come and put negativity, people are mad? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, so even if you don't put yourself out there on like a page that's not yours, people will it will still find you. So you just have to be like, that's another thing.
That's true. That's why we like the block button.
Yeah, exactly. Block
ministry.
Delete. I even replied, I said, thank you, next time. But then my friends are like, are you my friends just went on her. So I have really supportive friends and people who like support me. So you just have to like block it out.
Is there anyone you would say, any artist that you would want to work with?
Oh, so many. There's not an ultimate. There's not an ultimate, but there's so many. I want to work with Wizkid. I want to work with Brandy, Chris Brown. I want to work with everybody. Like, do you know what I mean? I would have wanted to work with Michael Jackson, but you know. But yeah, it's just what you can learn from people. Pharrell, I'd love to learn from Pharrell, like the OGs in the game, like knowing how
old schoolers.
How they've done it, how they get to here. Even the new school people, like how Drake, like I would love. I think that's maybe my semi-ultimate Drake. Yeah, like gigs, like there's so many people. So, yeah.
That's amazing, girl. You are doing your thing. Well, I'm
got
gonna
to
let you go before you just drop a note. You know, you just have to drop a note. I'm not gonna try to sing. I mean, just anything. I mean, you can even take us to church, or you can take us to one of your songs. I don't know. Like, just
what do you guys want?
I would like. Okay, I would be. Hey.
Oh, let's do that. Shall prosper, it won't work. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. Listen, guys, I was in the studio till last night, so I'm tired as well.
Shayla Rose, everybody. She is amazing. Make sure you follow her. We're going to be tagging your music, girl.
Thank you guys for your support. Thank
song
you.
to go viral, because, girl, you're doing your thing.
Streams as well. Get that. Like, yeah, you don't know how much it helps. Yeah,
well, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me.
Don't worry, we're not done with you yet. We're just going to take a quick break.
Okay.
Thank you. This is Percy, your girl. Perfect. Thank you for watching.
Glad to have both of you now on the chair, seeing as you're both strong women doing really big things. Do you find time for your personal lives?
Like dating, girl. I know you're married. I mean, for you.
Yeah, I do. You need to. Do you know what I mean? You need to have fun and not work. I always say like work hard but play harder.
Okay.
Because how are you gonna like be a normal human? Like if you like. I'm waffling, sorry. No, it's important to feel good, because when you get depressed and you want to give up and quit, you don't have no friends. So you just need to be like organized and be like conscious of your time. But yeah, I definitely think it's important to do everything and not just work hard, because what's life about? You're gonna work so hard and then what happens? You're gonna die. So
that's true. Well, that's
enjoy the journey. Yeah, enjoy the journey.
But you know what? I've got a question. As women, like women empowerment is big right now. And I remember when we were on our little break, I heard the guys saying, "Oh, about men empowerment." You know, they were talking about that. But what do you guys feel about the women empowerment movement? Do you think it's sort of like overshadowing and overpowering men, or do you feel like we need to be heard?
Definitely. I feel like it's about time. You know, I do feel like some people are just jumping on the bandwagon as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here as well.
Yeah.
I think some people do not really understand the concept of it.
Okay.
You know, they just feel like, oh yeah, you know, I'm being free. I'm gonna go out when I want. But it's more to it than that.
Okay.
It's a deeper level, you know. We're talking about culturally, whereby women are expected to behave a certain way, do certain things, you know. I saw a meme, or was it a meme or post somewhere anyway? It said, oh, I'm expected to, you know, be a good girlfriend or wife, be a mother, you know, get my hair done. I'm just paraphrasing. I'm expected to be all of these things, at the same time, but then I still need to be me as well. So I think that's the angle that I would like to take it from, you know, having time for yourself. And I don't know, I don't want to waffle. I feel like I'm waffling as well.
No, it's good.
Okay.
How are you going to know who you are at the end of the day? You spend so much time, like, obviously I'm not a mother and I'm not a wife, but I can imagine so many people, like, spending so much time with their kids and their husband and work, and then, like, they're certain age, they don't even know who they are, they don't know, like, they don't know what they like, they don't know their hobbies, they don't know, like, they've put so much into other people, and that's fine, but you need to kind of do both. So it's just important to, like, not be trapped and not, like...
Exactly, like, the angle is that you're so many people, the way I look at it is that you're so many things to other people,
but
and then nothing to yourself.
It's just pressure.
Because you have these society roles whereby society says that you have to do this, you have to do that. So for me, it's about self-care, self-love, loving yourself, respecting yourself, and knowing who you are as well, and finding yourself and loving yourself as well, and obviously doing the things that you're passionate about, like Shayla following her music, you know.
I also think it's about empowering each other as well, because so many women are going through so much stuff and they think they're alone, and I feel like that's so important to, like, I always say, get it out, like, speak to someone. As much as you want to be in your own little bubble, like, if you don't release it, first of all, you're going to harbour all these things and you're going to start feeling, becoming a complete different person. But if you don't, like, so something about sharing your negative energy with someone, not just because you just want to be like, oh, like, crap, I thought I was going through this, but but also, like, you can relate to so many girls, and I feel like as women, even in my industry, you're built up to be so competitive. Like, look at, like, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. Sorry, it's not, like, you know, that serious. But Cardi B and Nicki Minaj are the biggest rappers in the world right now, but yet they're, like, obviously it's hip hop and there needs to be some kind of rivalry, but, like, they've made each other, the industry has made them hate each other, but really they should be like, you know how much they could do together. Hopefully they'll get to that stage, but it's like, it's annoying, and it's like they're black women as well. There's not many black women at the top, so why are you making them fight? And that's just in music, not to talk of, like, other industries. Like, it's always this women, like, are at each other. So I feel like now that there's women empowerment, it's about, like, us individually, but also together as a unit. We can all win together.
Of course. No, that's true.
Of course,
that's very true. And I know you're, like, a coach, and I can see when you start to talk, you go into that coach zone, and you're more in the music industry. How important people like yourselves working together, because like you said, you come across a lot of things, you know, and sometimes, like you're saying, it is hard, and the competition out there is ridiculous. And trying to make, and then the letdowns, I feel like you probably suffer more disappointments.
Do you know how many people
in that industry
commit suicide in the music industry? You always hear all these people that, bear in mind, have made it as well. Imagine the people who haven't made it. Like, so, like, look at what's his name, the rapper Mac Miller. Like, apparently he killed himself. Apparently Da Vinci killed himself. Apparently George Michael killed himself. These are, like, legends, you know, killing themselves, and they're depressed. So how much more normal people that have, like, don't even have this pressure of society? So people like me need people like you.
I think it's a mindset thing. I feel like building your foundation. You know, like they say, if the foundations are not strong, the house is gonna crumble. So it's about having,
it's true.
It's about having good foundations. I think the mindset, you know, I think the mind's a very, very, very powerful tool. You know, it's all about getting your mindset right and having supportive people, but even knowing yourself as well, because when something happens and you get a no, you're so, like, certified in who you are. What they say doesn't even shake you. It's like, all right,
I hear it, but I can brush it off.
Which goes back to what we talked about, comments.
The comments,
and even church as well. So, like, I feel like church is my foundation. Like, if I didn't go to church I go to now, I can't lie, certain things I wouldn't have done, because like, what my pastor preaches, the people around me, is such a strong foundation that if you need anyone or something's not going right, people are around checking up on you. Like, even support system, like the first people to comment on my stuff or to like my stuff, to post my stuff, they're my church people, you know. So as much as, like, they might think, wow, this is mad, like, they still support me. So don't try. No one should ever think, oh, going to church I can't do, or like, oh my God, God's gonna hate me. No. Like, you've got to look at things from different perspectives sometimes. And as I said, that foundation as well of comments, like, you think I can't care what some silly troll in, I don't know where he is, in another Jerusalem, Jupiter, is saying about my video. Do you think I care? Like, do you think that's gonna make me not gonna, hello?
Oh my God, you know what? Me and you are gonna have to have this conversation on the because I'm still stuck on the music and the God. Cool. We're gonna have to go into deep about deep, that. It is very deep because because people, that's the thing. There's so many people that love singing, but they're like, can I dipping up? Or what's godliness? What's holiness? Am I contradicting?
It's a personal conviction, though.
I get that, but I was saying that's a conversation that we'll need for a whole show. But we'll be going there, girl, because you know. But anyways, it's all about Kodak right now, right? You're doing your thing. Yes, and sis, thank you so much for coming. Keep empowering women. This is needed. Keep supporting them. Keep being the support system, because your voice and the way that you do your thing is needed. Because like she's saying, she needs someone who can come and be like, Shay, it's okay. Keep going. Shay, it's okay. You got this. Shay, it's okay.
Just
you know what I'm saying?
You know, just to support you, because at the end of the day, even Beyonce has a coach. You
Everybody
know?
has
She has a vocal coach. You know, so
Listen,
I think I like that vocal coach.
I agree.
What do you mean you agree?
I heard you before. It was nice.
Thank you. She said I could sing. Thank you guys for coming on the show. It has been amazing having you guys. You know we love to support, promote, so keep us up to date with what you're doing, okay? Thank you so much guys for watching. This is your girl Percy.
I'm Joab.
You're watching How Did You Get There?
Fake Labs.